Up. One kick in it. Second half underway. O'Brien and Gawn, who has looked a little proppy. Crouch to Laird. Weaves his way past Brayshaw. Got it inside 50 early. May gets up. Thumped away from him, though. Back towards Gawn. Had to reach down and get it. Salem. Well, he was crunched, Gawn.
On Lever and May to make sure the ball came to ground.
Viney looks like he's trimmed off a little bit and magnificent
player. It's Viney. He has time, more time than most, to poke it to the hot spot. Punch the back. Langdon a chance. Got away from them. Hit the post.
So Luke Brown, Oliver, just got a knuckle on it. Bennell was good, so too Maxi Gawn. And here's Petrarca. Here he goes. He can line up for goal. And just misses. That would have set.
But to start this quarter, there's Max. There got one of the year. Yep. Now to send Melbourne back to the top of the square. Wiedemann's down there, couldn't get the reach.
Brought it out with the extra loose. That's probably the positive for him.
Beautiful kick from O'Brien. Adelaide at that stage. May thumping left foot kick up towards the full forwards area or the forward pocket, and Fritsch comes out and takes the mark.
Well, Bennell's, he wants this.
And he gets it, and that's why I wanted it, Dermot, because Harley Bennell has got a certain amount of magic about him, and he kicks.
But this play up the middle of the ground here, I mean, they're out and gone. Rory Laird, a seasoned player, an experienced player, needs to make sure that he gets that ball in flow. They were off and gone, the Crows. As soon as there was a turnover, they were in trouble. Quality mark. Pretty easy marking in for Fritsch. Look at this finish.
So he's good at floating across the, he's just full-faced to the ball. He floats very well like that. Harley Bennell's told him 3-4 seconds before the eventual kick, give it to me and I'll finish it for you.
Net there that just had nowhere to go. In the end, Duday just goes with a big long kick up the line as best he can, because Melbourne have set it up and strangling him at the moment.
Yeah, and it's great defensive play from Melbourne. I mean, they
put up in hope, hoping for a leaper or two. Harms had his arm ripped down. Still a chance. Almost McHenry a free, and then a face plant as Lever was taken to the ground.
That was the secondary.
A little bit by threading some handballs.
Schomburg goes forward, the debutant. Good kick. Walker again close enough to get the ball, but didn't quite. Lynch is in hard at it. Comes out to Benny Crocker, and his flying shot at the goal. Off hands. O'Brien kicks it forward. Tex Walker on the half volley. May comes through. Crocker goes bang, and May's been hit, and down he goes. I think there was a head clash there, and Ben Crocker gets up, and May is slow to.
It's a big clash.
So May just having a look around at the moment, not quite sure who his opponent is. Here's the first game of Schomburg. Here's a chance now, and the mark has been taken by. He's done this a million times, from the backyard to the big time. He needs to kick this for the Adelaide Crows, and he misses.
22-4, you would have.
Look at this one with May. Bang, put his head down. Nothing untoward with that.
And then big deck,
though. Melbourne have the numbers around it. Brayshaw can go. Got players left, right and centre. He heads wide to the lead. Petrarca was on his own. And Petrarca can make it even worse. And he's slotted from there. Not too bad, but it sails across the face.
Looped it out in front.
Himmelberg! Almost off the hands of the pack. Fogarty tracking. Salem did it nicely disguised.
Minutes ago, he wasn't worried what they were throwing at him.
Couple of seconds tick down here. Huge mark for Sparrow.
Well done. That's the next progression.
Play on.
Jackson knocked it down. Held was Oliver. You're spot on, Kingy. Should nail it and give them some breathing space. Early stages last quarter. Was still a lot of time left, though. He squeezed it through. And the margin out to 3 goals.
Game for your football club, and some will say this is not a major game, but gee, it's all on the line for 2020 tonight. Gawn's worked hard. There's no doubt he's carrying some sort of injury into this game, but this guy has been the man that separated the scoreboard.
Waved his hands up and down at the umpire. That's a free kick all day long. You look, he's having a bit of a problem with his demarcation zone between where he
got left. Oliver again to the right spot again. off hands again. Langdon thought he had it to run away with it. Had his pocket pick, but it comes straight back to Brayshaw. Top of the square, Wiedemann. Huge grab.
Well done by young Jackson.
Crows have not kicked a goal since half-time. They were 4-5 at half-time. They're 4-7 now. And Melbourne sailing away from them with 13 minutes on the clock.
Get repeat entries, and once the ball's in the air, they get a chance to look at different methods, different ways to beat their opponent. Now, Jackson's completed the ruck tap out over on the right. This kick that comes over from Brayshaw, he's able to come out of the square by now, block his opponent.
So good play by Melbourne again. It has lived in their forward 50 in this final term. Brayshaw's been excellent. That was a nice kick. Knew exactly what he was doing. Good ship.
So from the ball in, Brayshaw looks up. They can put him away here, Melbourne. And that's almost a free. It is a free. Too high on Melbourne. Melbourne win tonight. We've got North Melbourne this coming Sunday. They could be 5-5 and back in the reckoning.
They're just winning the contested footy around the ground as well.
But that's their strength. I mean, if you're a Melbourne fan at home, you're saying, this is us. This is our identity. We've got what we think's the best ruckman in the competition. We've got a group of A-grade midfielders at ground level. We should be getting the glut of inside 50s.
Invisible.
Here it goes. So the young man in Schonberg, who's shown a lot tonight, kicks forward. The punch away there was from Lever. Benny Crocker around the body and kicks the goal. Well done, Ben Crocker.
He's always had that knack, and he just shifts Hibberd. He didn't really expect the nudge there.
They've done this the last, two of the last sort of 3 weeks or 4 weeks, Adelaide. Hung around, then put a couple of quick goals on the board to give the opposition a scare. Can they come with another one? Centre bounce is so critical.
He had a big last quarter against Essendon a couple of games ago. Threatened to get their first win of the season. That round 8 loss to the Bombers by 3 points with them. Fits a handball inside. Seedsman, a wobbler, the chaos ball, top of the square. Himmelberg sees it knocked down. Lockhart bumped on the kick. It rolls. Vandenberg took it out.
Melksham does well. Controls it with his boot, flicks it out. Did nicely there.
Did slide in. That hurts. That's free.
Bit unlucky as well. It was Anyway, Petrarca hits the pack, but sprays the kick over the line out of. Lockhart did well. Langdon in there as well. Fritsch kicks to the goal square. Here we go. Melksham twisting and turning around the body he goes.
Just got a handball in time. Kelly dives in, but he's caught. Throws it out. Petrarca, beautiful pass. Had a couple of options. Fritsch stole it from.
And you just don't even try and go there and pinch it.
He should be doing that to Brian Taylor.
Oh, Jason Dunstall. Well, taking a Chico roll off him.
Fritsch.
Oh, you want to kick him
to the near side. And he's got it.
Been a big last quarter by the Demons. 7 inside 50s for 4 goals, 1. And as you said before, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah. Lockhart.
Little sneako.
Swing past. Oh, you got one of his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't to the chin.
14.5-minute mark.
I think he might have reported him.
Yeah, Ben Crocker copped one to the chin and he gave one back, but I don't know if he gave it to.
Have to copy one early. Lynch to the forward 50 and over the head.
Gives Salem a chance to kick it. He pops it into space. They've got 2 options there. Jackson went down low. Big Maxi feeds it wide. Fritsch. She's blasted that goal square. Wiedemann got up and almost beat them all. Little toe poke at the back. Melksham. How do you like them?
Totally together, but they're in the same vicinity, the forward line. Jackson comes up to meet that ball, which means there is separation between the 2 aerial targets. He's able to take on 2 in the goal square by himself. Jackson's dragged another big defender out. 2 young men, Wiedemann and Jackson, have started.
Would it make a massive difference to the wins and losses? Probably not.
So a snap around the body is an absolute beauty. And Viney deserved one, and he kicked a cracker.
Out and smashed the Adelaide Crows. They've had 47 disposals to 32, 27 contested possessions to 15, 11 clearances to 2, 9 inside 50s to 3, and 6 goal 1 to 1 goal in this last quarter.
Just beautiful play, wrapping around the outside. He pushed Young
tonight.
He's done it well there. Got it down to Viney, who flicks it out. Brayshaw has to run at the ball, needs a Shepherd, gets one. Now we can have a snap of the goal. Did it nicely to the top of the square. Oh, good play there by Brown. Thumped it through.
Melbourne thinking of adding another one here. Brayshaw's on the move, straight down the spine. Wastes no time to Jones. He's got the handball target. Petrarca. Which target does he want? Fritz will do. Open goal. Strolled away from Duday. Beep, beep. And he was gone.
Flat, it was low, and it basically didn't take up the time that the Crows defenders needed to get organised again. He sees Jones just out the back. Jones knows he can go quickly with a handball to Petrarca, who also kicks a very flat kick. Look at that, how quick it gets through the air. Duday has no chance.
This kick from Petrarca is just an absolute beauty. Look at this.
It's penetrating, isn't it?
He knows exactly what he's doing, and it is just like an arrow.
That type of goal.
And he gets it back here. Dances through the traffic and lace out to Melksham with a ribbon on it.
Just ran forward of that stoppage, and he's the final kicker of the ball and did it very well.
And Melksham can't. And getting there late, Fogarty. For just another touch to Viney. Seconds tick down. One last little roll of the dice here, maybe for Melbourne. Wiedemann lays the tackle on Brown. Umpire calls for a ball up, but the siren will sound on a huge victory for Melbourne. Desperately needed 4 points, a little bit of percentage. Keep the Wolves from the door for a week and get their season back on track, Melbourne.